did a pre-run on Double Sammy yesterday. It was super fun. Going ahead and flexing out the new rear suspension did great. But today's Twister, first time running it. We're gonna be guiding it at Trail Hero, so we might run it a couple times when we're down here, but we got a few with us. We're gonna go get after it. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you haven't seen this one, go ahead and check it out. If you like it, watch some more. Nick's trying to get his passenger side up on that big rock so he doesn't get caught. I go about it the other way, Nick, but that looks like it might work. I like his idea with the passenger tire. Just leans him so high to have to crawl the undercut. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Tires. So that's probably 4 feet on the left. Sharp 90. Okay, I'm gonna run up over the top of this and see what we're looking at. Okay, so I'm guessing you turn up here, because that's the no-go. Nice tire hang. Yeah. You got a pretty big dip on your passenger front up here, so just be aware. It should be smooth, but it's gonna dip you. I don't know what your passenger side looks like, but you're fine. Crawl forward. Area. This is a bad roll zone. You're okay. You're climbing up front right now, but if you want to back up going passenger, that'll get you in a better spot. This is fun. This trail goes right into it.
Come along this crack.
So right across it more.
Yeah, just take the as soon as this thing starts sliding,
It sucks you in. He's up in the front passenger now. I don't like that.
Go back and forth.
Nice, Nick.
All right, keep coming, keep coming.
It's a diff. He's held up on that rear.
Keep working. That rear's going to climb here in just a second. He's barely wiggling. There it goes.
Nicely done.
Bring it, driver. Hard driver. Yeah. coming, it's coming. Had a baby.
This guy's cheap. Stop, start moving to me. Yep. 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 Go ahead, start coming towards the side. Lock it on. Rear on now. I like those purple
Here comes the TJ. So clearance issues, so we're looking at bypasses now for Trail Hero to see. For 2 feet you can whatever. So you can take the dirt road just to where when you pull up to this and just go all the way around that and that. You need a lot of clearance. I'm at 6-inch lift, 40-inch tires. I'm not flat belly like Nick, and it took everything to get us up these two. You can go all the way around this way and then still make the crack, or you can bypass it. The crack's still fun, and this one's really tippy. My guess, honestly, because of how challenging it is, I'm thinking that this rock that's right here used to be sitting in that hole to help just get it over the hump. All right. This one's a heavy driver side up there, so you don't slide in. And the trouble is you go down. So if you're short arm or mid, it's really a hard climb up on the front tire. This is where it gets a big climb in the driver front. It's a hard climb. But it'll put some stress on your vehicle, but you're good. As soon as you get right to the bottom of that wedge, which is just right there, you got to go up in this crevasse. Careful if he rolls out real quick. It's pushing, going up high passenger. Yeah, it's your sidewall. If you're not high clearance fenders, Nick, you're hitting your fender. Oof. Yeah, he's into it. That's not good. Looks like you have to climb that rear tire if you don't want to hit that. This is slippery too. So yeah, it looks like you have, I don't know, you have to get your back passenger up on that. Oof. So there's another little white line over there. I might do that just because I don't want to nix the man. That's just so tight. I'm trying to stay back enough that I can get out of the way. But I want to get high up here. Ugh. Those corner panels, getting it. All right. Let's go check out the bypass. I think it's a bypass instead of going there. see about going up this. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but let's give it a go. So I was able to crawl that, and then I'm gonna try to go up this to get up on that flat. We'll see how that goes too. Just so you're aware, Sand Hollow isn't as much like Moab is, where you have like the absolute cut trail and you can't go anywhere else. Let's see. It's hard to tell like if I'm still on the trail or not, but it kind of looks like I am. I don't know. Do a different kind of back up and turn. Doing a big wave. All right, now let's see about this. This is the best as I'm gonna get. I just got to make sure I don't go off that ledge over there. Cleared that. So that second part, that little crack, that's the out. So when you take the big wedge that Nick took, you come out that way. The bypass is the steep climb that I went up. So I got to go back out the way that I came up, because as soon as you go up that steep climb, it's a loop around to the right, it appears. So there you go. Here we go. Coming down was a bit more violent than going up. There's like 3 spots where you drop off and slam your bumper or your quarter panel, or I think I'm in the middle of the trail, but I think you can. Where are you going, brother?
Go right. Those arrows down there.
I think that's up here and go along that.
First you go hard right down here.
Oh, really? Do your thing. I don't know what I'm doing then.
Right here. Rock. Face that way.
But there was an arrow up. So maybe you do the zigzag. Okay, so maybe you go up that, down this, go back that, go up that hill, and then go around. So it's like a big loop-de-loop. So you go up that big crack, come back through here, whip around, follow this little loop, go up the climb that I went up on my bypass, come up here, and then go back around right. Yeah. Ooh, that's where you get the back. So you might want to stay more passenger up there on the top. And then this is a bigger drop here. You got a bit of a drop right here too. You're gonna, ow, something bit me. You're gonna come down. Here it comes. And then I think you do a loop-de-loop right here. And then come up the hill I climbed.
Ahead, right there. Let that tire catch on that crack foot right there. You have the right rear pulling you over there. I know, it's over.
Stay with it. There you go. on this. We're kind of just following the pink line. It's hard. All right, after a long talk, we figured out the route down. So come driver Nick. You need to be coming here. So when you go around the top, you can come down that crack, but it's washed out from the rain yesterday. I'd still be coming more driver. And then you drop down because we saw these tire imprintations after the rain. Try to keep the horizon line. It's pretty steep. And then you come back around and go up here for more notable obstacles. Yeah, boy. All right, once you drop out of that, it's a quick turn and then you're into this climb, which you'll see in some other videos, which looks pretty gnarbar. Seen a lot of people going up that. Nick, do you go to the right or what? Oh, I thought I saw some people doing the right line. What? I thought I saw in the video people go on the right line.
I have no idea.
Driver?
Huh?
Come a little driver. There you go. Start coming driver some. I don't want you to dip here. This is where I need you to stay driver some. Keep coming driver. That boy, Nick. Okay, hard driver. Stay passenger. Right there. Yep. Stay hard driver now. Driver more. Yep. Passenger for the back tire. Stay passenger. Yeah, boy. Big. It's a 9. I like that. Just keep that driver rear out of that hole. There you go. Stay on that. Passenger. Go. Keep going, passenger. Right there. Back off that. Back. Yeah, boy. Good save. was fun. It's a little tempting, a little steep, but the suspension felt good. Nice. Right after you get over to the top of those two climbs, this is where you're at, just following along and still doing some crawling. This whole zigzag mess is right there. There's like that sand pit right there. And now we're just coming out of it. And it looks like we're still trying to figure it out, but now we got this whole mess before we hit what looks like the out here. You come down this crack right down there after you get to the top, and then you wind just a little loop-de-loop. It's right here, and then you're going through all this wedge stuff right here, trying to follow this piece of the track. And it looks like you maybe go up on that rock or not. I know Nick's trying to follow through, but oof, this trail is big. It is a 9 for sure. So I use my front camera. I don't know if it's gonna catch it, but I can see there's gonna be a big old hole right there in front of me that Nick's in. Let's go ahead and get my front locker on to help me out so I don't stress myself too much. So that's what we just came down. Like literally the top of it was right there, a little loop down here, cut across, down through this crack stuff, big old drop. And then we're trying to figure out to stay exactly on the path. I see a white arrow up there. So it looks like maybe we go down there and then back up. This trail's turned out to be a difficult one just to follow the painted line. It looked more like the road would, so you came around this rock and I checked down there and I was off, so you gotta follow tight here and then go up through here. And then that white arrow's trying to help, but it's like me trying to read Braille for some reason. Ain't happening. Okay, right where it says there's a little fainted white arrow here, so I think we go up this, follow some strange loop-de-loop, and then we're gonna come back down through this and then go out that way. So we'll figure this out. Making sure he digs it out for us real nice. I don't know that I'm making that. He's flat bellied and I'm not, and he's using every little piece of that belly area. Look at him go.
Way to go, Dan. Yeah, that's good. That is.
So as soon as you climb up to the top, you're at the top and then you're overlooking this. So stay that. Stay driver. It's steep still. Little passenger. There you go. Now driver. Stay driver. You're gonna run over the rock on your front passenger. It's just tight in here. Cause then their up is right here, so you gotta make that like literally a Jeep length right here between me and that, if that, and then go up here. Yeah, this is one where you can bypass a lot of stuff if you want to just look at it, just so you're aware. But you know, when you come out here, you want to try to give it as much as you can. That's pretty steep. It's a long climb. Yeah. Go a little passenger, Nick, as you're coming up. Just to the beginning. A little bit more passenger. Right there. Just till you get your rear up and then start going driver. Okay, what's up top? Just the flat area. So here's the conundrum and thing we're trying to figure out is we took this road to go down and followed it to come through here and up. But as soon as you go over that crazy climb with a sharp turn and come up, then you have this white arrow that shows that way. There's a white arrow that shows. And then down here, and then there's a loop-de-loop, and then there's a white arrow that hooks around here, which looks like it takes you, I don't freaking know. We're trying to figure out the path. Talking about it makes a little bit of sense when we've done it, but like you went over the crack and then we went down the little baby hill that's it and took a kind of a straight and then like very right, and we're just coming up here now and just trying to follow this line. Let's see if it'll adjust the light there. So looks like it kind of asks you to come up here Yeah, it's just a little confusing around here. And then come up around this hill is what we're doing, it looks like. Yeah, see, now I'm off path. It's like somebody was having fun with us when they were doing this and recording this track or something. It's like we're cutting across the dang track, so we gotta take a left. It looks like it could be here. Yeah. Maybe here, and then back through here, and then are we up that leaning thing?
Well, I haven't either, but I also haven't had. Usually I'm not on a trail where it's winding by buggy trails so closely.
So this is where the trail breaker was, I think 2 years ago. Look at Nick going up that. I hate to say it because I'm gonna have to eat crow on this one, but that Onyx map is smoking Avenza on this trail. As far as accuracy and the ability to follow it. Onyx has you going over the top instead of taking a right-hand turn, which makes sense. But it is high clearance. So it's saying I'm at a 24-degree pitch with a 12-degree roll. I can tell you right now that roll feels much worse than that. Right back where we came up finally after doing that big loop-de-loop and going up that ridge. That ridge was pretty cool, but it is risky on the end. You definitely gotta let it roll out. Once you get to the bottom of that drop, looked around there, kind of left with go that way or go that way. I'm gonna go this way and see if we ended up on the trail. I did go the right way. You go past that tree and it's super leaning right there. Pushes you into that tree, but that's the correct path to come down in here. I've been trying to follow the OnX app now, and it's still even more challenging too to follow right on the line. It's like somebody drew it and didn't drive it. So I tried going that way a little bit, off trail. Tried going that way a little bit, off trail. The only thing I could find is this obstacle. It looks like this right here that we're to be going up maybe. Go lean into the rock slider and try not to hit the two tires at the same time. So that's what we're looking at now. I have no idea where I'm at because it doesn't look like I'm on trail. Go driver. More driver. Now come passenger, hard passenger. You're gonna come off pretty big in the front passenger to your slider probably. So go and driver a little. More driver. Stay that. Your back's got a big old decline. In a foot, it's coming off in the rear passenger. Little passenger. I can't see anything because it's so bright. That last little obstacle ate my bumper twice, my rear bumper, and dumped me hard on my front passenger cell. It was definitely an interesting trail for a full-size rig. There was one obstacle I didn't do, which was that big wedge that put both of their fender flares into the wall. But
Fender flares are in the wall.
I just ain't cool like Nick Lee's. You know, with the last name of Lee or Lee's, you know he's dangerous. That wasn't too bad, just kind of trying to follow it along the sand. At the end, you can go up around this one, or there's this obstacle right here, so let's have a look. Stay driver. Stay driver. When it died, it went passenger on you a little. Okay, little passenger. Passenger. We're just trying to keep you holding onto that wall a little bit. Nope. You're a little too far, driver. Okay, you're good to go back there. You're coming down on your driver rear right now. So give me a little driver as you go back. Okay, another foot. Okay, hard passenger forward. There you go. Right there. Okay, give me a little bit of driver. Right there. Say that. Climbing, it's climbing. There we go. Keep going a little passenger as you're coming up. Keep doing it. Okay, give me driver. Driver. Driver, driver, driver. Passenger. There you go. More passengers you roll out there, Nick. There you go. Good job, brother. Here's the last one. Just come down the little angle here. It's like almost to the end. You've gone on sand for a while. And yeah, it's gonna be a joyous event. From what I remember, people were driving up this, hanging well longer than felt comfortable to the driver, and then hooking it up. We'll see. Nick's already buckling in. Start coming hard, driver. Yep. Maybe not, maybe you gotta hang on longer. Come hard, driver. Keep coming, driver. You're up in the back. Let it pull your front around. Keep, slowly go, driver. There you go. Yep, stay driver. Come a little, driver. Well, there you go, Twister. I ended up bailing on the last obstacle after trying quite a few times because I didn't want to give it momentum. Just hot and tired on the day. Spent so much time hiking around, plus just mentally, I felt pretty accomplished doing a lot of that. I know we're guiding it, and that might seem strange because we know how to drive it. It's just having the mental fortitude to do it. Generally speaking, you should have a really well-built rig or a buggy to run that trail. It really is a 9 rated. But probably the most confusing trail to stay on track with, but one that if you didn't care about that, you'd be all right. So I had a great time. Sorry if this wasn't as good and clear a way of you to go ahead and find out where stuff is, but you know what? Sometimes that's how it goes. Catch you on the next one.